Position as we get deep into the season of autumn. And as we record this, let's get a look at Josh Ames. He is all bundled up for, there he is. Josh, you got the hoodie going today. Is this your Eminem look?
I'm Slim. Nope, we can't sing on this show, remember?
You cannot sing on this show. And you have an addiction to singing.
Yeah.
You like to sing a lot.
Do you like to sing?
I like to sing.
So, yeah.
So that's good. That's good. Anyway, welcome to the Pohl Position. I want to quickly get in.
Channel 2, or 2 News Poll Position. How can I direct your call? Do you want us to talk about this?
What do they want, Josh?
They asked for me.
They asked for you?
Yeah.
What,
you
is
want
their
us to
toilet clogged?
You want us to talk about Bengals. Okay, we will bring that up next.
All right.
If you want to join the Poll Position, call the hotline.
No. There is no hotline.
1-800-POLL.
There's not 1-800-POLL.
1-800-POLL.
There is no 1-800-POLL Position phone line.
Mm.
And where did you find that from? 1886? What is that? That looks like something I had in high school. Get the phone.
Thanks for calling the Poll Position. Your caller 2. May I please hear what you want to talk about?
Joshua.
You want a signed picture of us together?
A signed picture. I see.
Oh, and birthday pose that Jack gave me yesterday. Okay. We will get that on.
All right. Okay. So we have much to talk about here on the Poll Position today. We're actually going to talk about sports. But as usual, okay, I think I like the hoodie better. I think I liked it better. There we go. What do you like better? Yeah, look at you. Incognito. You were like who's that from?
I look like Star Wars.
Yeah, Matt is our director today. He is the brains behind WDTN Plus, and he is directing today. And you kind of look like you're from Star Wars. You know? Okay, get the phone, Josh. Get the phone.
Thanks for calling the Poll Position. How may I direct your call?
How can it still ring when you pick it up?
Because it's hot. It's more than one phone's over here.
Oh, okay. You know this show is recorded, right?
Well,
you know that. So maybe did you get that phone? See, what a lot of people don't know is between our last episode of the Poll Position and today's episode of the Poll Position, it was your birthday, Josh. How about that?
And you gave me the best gift I've ever gotten.
Oh, you're going to tell our viewers that?
Yeah.
You're going to tell the viewers what I got?
What you got me.
Okay. Well, first of all, happy birthday.
Thanks, Paps.
I'll say that publicly. And we've been on the air for 3 minutes. I can see you're very thirsty. So I gave Josh a nice hug for his birthday and a little peck on the cheek. A birthday peck on the cheek.
It made my day.
Did it make your day?
I didn't even wash my face this morning.
And that's different from any other morning. How? But how did you celebrate if you can tell us? Because we all know that you can be on the
me and my daughter
side.
are born on the same day. So it was my daughter's birthday as well, 17th.
She loves me. I love
Happy
her.
birthday, Ray.
Happy birthday, yes.
And so we went to Texas Roadhouse.
One of my favorites.
Ate.
Did you get the bloomin' onion or whatever they call it?
Yeah, I got the bloomin' onion and then got a steak. Then I went to the Brick.
The Brick?
Yeah, a little bar in Huber. We played some trivia.
Did you win?
No, because you got to have 30 people on your team to compete, like the 3 of us.
So that's how you celebrated your birthday. And can you tell our viewers how old you are, Josh?
42, half the age of our co-anchor, Jack Pohl.
I'm not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. But happy birthday, and we wish you all the best on year 42. Is that what you said?
Thanks for calling the Poll Position. How may I direct your call? Oh, thank you for their birthday wishes.
Can you get the other line, please?
Yeah. Hang on. Thanks for calling the Poll Position. This is Jack speaking. How may I direct your call?
No, it's not Jack speaking.
Mm-hmm. I'll let them know.
Let me know what?
They think we should be called the Pohls.
Well, your name isn't Pohl. It's Josh Ames.
They said I could legally change it.
Yeah, it costs money.
That's fine.
You GoFundMe? You
Yeah.
got to GoFundMe to change your name?
Yeah, to the poll.
Yeah, we can do that. We can.
All
do
right, what
that.
are we talking about today?
All right, well, you had our first caller said they want to talk Bengals, so let's get that out of the way. Because last Thursday night, a week ago tonight when this show aired, I don't think either one of us ever dreamed.
I picked the Bengals. You can
did.
ask our
you did.
news director, Kim Allen. I picked the Bengals to win.
And they did. They beat the Steelers.
And that game was fun.
It's a fun game because everything turned on a dime. I mean, they had lost 4 straight after winning 2. It felt like they didn't win any games this year.
Yeah.
It felt like 100 years ago that they were, and even that second win was like a whatever.
Burrow's
Jake
hurt.
Brown, Burrow's hurt. We don't care. One of the wins was against the Browns, which, let's be honest, they should have lost that game, and the Cleveland Browns just completely gave them that game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the NFL. The Bengals have given so many games in their entire existence that I don't have a problem with them having a game thrown their way once in a while. So it all evens out. And most of the time, I think the Bengals are still way behind in this whole thing. So Flacco comes
did you
in.
hear Herb Street at like the 4-minute mark? He's like, all my Bengals buddies are texting me and asking me, how are the Bengals going to mess this up? Like they're up. Like he was like, I just got
I
a
was
text.
on the air.
You were off last Thursday. You and Uncle Bobby.
I was. That's right. Me and
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby were off last Thursday.
Yeah. So he was like, the Bengals are going to lose. All my buddies saying 31-30.
Yeah. Right. I mean, we
And
were all
then,
thinking the same thing.
When
and they
Browning
kicked off.
lined up for that kick, did you not think he was going to shake?
Oh, you did. I mean, when Money Mac, I want my money back.
I thought he was
going to
back.
Mac.
I
That's
thought
what
he
he's
was
been
going to
the
kick
last
it
couple
so
of
bad
years
he
on-
was going to hit Tomlin
But
in
now
the
he
head.
drilled it. That was a game winner, and Flacco put up huge numbers. And it is true. I will say this, and I love Joe Burrow. I totally agree that Joe Burrow last year was a legitimate MVP candidate had they snuck into the playoffs, but because they didn't, he doesn't get the nod. But, I mean, he's the greatest quarterback maybe the Bengals have had since Boomer in his prime, so I would think that's fair.
You don't think you think he's better than Jeff Blake?
Yes, he's better than Jeff Blake. He's better than Achilles Smith. He's better than all those guys. David Klingler, he's better than all of those guys.
Andy
Dalton, he is better than Andy Dalton. Although, I'll say this about Andy Dalton, that he had a heck of a great career in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he did.
He led him to the playoffs every year. They were a respectable.
Thanks for calling the pole position.
You can wait till we finish our thoughts for you.
Hang on one second. They wanted us to mention Carson Palmer and the great Bengals quarterback.
Oh, that's a
Thanks
good
for calling.
call. That's a good call. Yes, Carson Palmer was great. And had he not had Chemo von Oelhoffen not rolled up on his knee. No, my favorite part of that story is there was a guy at Channel 5 or one of the Cincinnati stations, Harvey Smilitz was his name, and I shouldn't call him out on this, but I will anyway. So we're having a pregame meal before the Bengals take on the Steelers.
Ooh, what
that
were
day.
you eating?
That's your question. You want to know what I was eating?
Yeah, because you eat like a king.
I did. Well, it was probably chicken.
Prime rib.
I think that was a 1:00 game, so it was like mixed of breakfast. No, the Bengals never do prime rib. We'll have to have a whole series on the best places I've ever eaten because Seattle was unbelievable. Green Bay was beer brats and sausage and cheese curds, and they had an old lady, a grandmother, baking cookies for the media. She literally would put those in the oven, bring them out and eat, and you ate them. And I'm pretty sure there was beer there, if I can't remember right. So it was insane. But anyway, Harvey and I are sitting there, and he's stressed. And I said, "What are you stressed?" He's like, "I'm worried the Bengals will win." And I said, "Well, that's great. This team hasn't won in forever, and this would be the greatest thing. And they got a real chance to be a Super Bowl." He goes, "You don't understand." He goes, "I promised my wife a vacation, and we are flying out on Wednesday. And if the Bengals win, they go to Denver." I remember if the Bengals would have beat the Steelers, they were going to go to Denver. He goes, "And I'm going to have to tell her we're canceling our vacation, and she's going to kill me." And so the game starts, and Carson Palmer goes back, and he throws a beautiful pass to, God rest his soul, Chris Henry, makes a great catch. The stadium's going wild, and there lays Carson Palmer, crippled in the zone, and just that was that. He had a nice run at it in Arizona once he finally came back, but I'll never forget that. But that's the life of a sports guy. I remember Joe Petroselli, the head coach at the Alter Knights, a multi-state championship-winning coach, and he didn't think he had a great team, so he planned a trip with his wife, and his team goes on a run, and he has to cancel his vacation because he didn't think they'd win. So moral of that story is be careful. But anyway, Carson Palmer, yes, very good. But anyway, I do have to point out the fact that in a game and a half,
Joe Flacco has looked good.
But in a game and a half, you had Joe Burrow get hurt. In 2.5 games, Jake Browning,
Terrible.
not so much as a limp, though. No injury. And then in a game and a half, Joe Flacco, no injury. So you wonder. Everyone wants to tell me how bad the Bengal offensive line is, and I admit it's awful. But there is something to Joe Burrow being injury prone.
Well,
there is something to it because these other guys, Joe Flacco is not half the athlete of Joe Burrow. Not saying Joe Burrow's a quarterback who can scramble that well, but he does run and he does pick up first downs. But
did they change the offense?
The offensive line?
No, the offense. Is it quicker passes?
Maybe, but
I mean,
wouldn't you do that for Joe Burrow? Wouldn't you want to protect him as well?
No, I totally agree.
I think a lot of it is Burrow has a lot of hero in him, and he's going to wait an extra second or two to throw that deep pass, make that big play to Jamar, and that's why he gets hurt. I mean, I can't wait for Burrow to get back.
Now, let's say.
But it needs to be pointed out that the two quarterbacks since him have been fine, not so much as missed a play.
Well,
except for their play.
Yeah, Browning missed a lot of.
He's
wide
awful,
open
and he's
receivers.
gotten lit. Now, I'm not saying the line is
what
by
if
any means
Joe
great.
Flacco goes 9-0 or 9-1?
Yeah. Then the Bengals get Joe Burrow back to take him to the Super Bowl.
Do you take Joe Burrow back?
Of course you do.
If Burrow,
you don't keep a 40-year-old man. Hey, first of all, it's not going to happen. I hate to be. I'm one of those people that would text Kirk Herbstreit and tell you that the winless New York Jets are coming to the stadium, Paycor Stadium, this Sunday.
So you're taking the Jets.
And I think the Jets win outright. I think the Jets.
You're taking the Jets.
I wish the Jets would have won last week.
Jets.
I wish the Jets would have won last week because teams just don't go winless as much, and they're not the type of winless that the Browns were or the Lions were years ago.
But then the Bengals. Who do the Bengals play after the Jets?
I don't know. I'll have to check. We can get to that after. We're almost out of time, but and we got to talk Buckeyes too. But
Julian saying best quarterback in college football.
Yeah, Buckeyes so elite. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll button up the Bengals with this. You're taking Cincinnati to beat the Jets?
Yep. And if you want to be on the pole position, don't forget to call our
recorded show, folks.
Our 1-800 pole position.
He's nuts. He's nuts.
Our pole position.
We'll be back after this, folks. Are you going to get that?
Yeah.
Answer the phone, Josh. Welcome back to the pole position as we have reached late October and our Cincinnati Bengals we were just talking about. Answer the phone. Just answer the phone.
Thanks for calling the pole position. This is Josh Pohl. How may I direct your phone?
Josh Ames. It says right there on the thing. It's not Josh Pohl. You know, folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're taking the Bengals.
Who is?
Hutch Connerman on the phone, taking the Bengals.
Hutch is taking the Bengals.
Hutch is taking the Bengals.
All right,
Hitch.
Hutch.
What did the other coach call him? Hippo? I forget all the names they called him.
They called him
Dutch.
Hugh Connerman, Hitch Connerman. He had a bunch of different ones. He's taking the Bengals, huh?
1-800 pole position if you want to be our live.
The Bengals are 3-4, and after the winless Jets, they stay home to take on the 4-2 Bears.
Ooh, the Bears are that good, huh?
Then they go to the Steelers, who are also 4-2, which could be a game for first place, depending on.
Correct, because the Steelers lose this week.
Then they host the Patriots. So the Bengals have 3 of the next 4 at home. So if they're going to make a move, these are good teams they're playing.
I think they could win them all.
Every one of these teams. And then they go to Baltimore to take on the 1-5 Ravens, although I saw that Lamar Jackson is back at practice.
Did you see they took all the video games, cornhole, shuffleboard out of the locker room in the Ravens because they're on that long losing streak?
Oh, is that real? I remember that happens to a lot of teams. I remember when the Bengals took out the ping
I'm going to talk to our
back.
people to see if we can get a...
Then the Bengals go to the 4-2 Bills on the road.
Okay.
Then they host the Ravens. Then they go to the Dolphins 1-6. That's winnable. Host the Cardinals. That's winnable. Host the Browns. Winnable. So the last 3 games. So you're looking at the last 3 games are very winnable. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next 7 games, if the Bengals go 4-3, they can finish the season. What would that be? 7-6, which would be 11-7 for the year, or 11-6 for the year,
playoffs.
which makes the playoffs.
I mean, I think this was a big win.
Yeah, if they need to beat the Jets, You need to beat the teams you should beat because Joe Flacco's probably not going to go to Buffalo and beat the Bills.
That's the only game I think they compete in the rest of the games.
I think, well, obviously. I
don't see
this
us
is
shellacking
so Bengals.
like Minnesota.
This is not what we're going to talk about a week from today. This is so Bengals. You know, you're coming off a huge emotional division win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You get the mini bye. You get an extra 2 days to prepare and get healthy. The winless Jets come to town with their backup quarterback because Justin Fields is going to be sitting on the bench wondering who he'll be playing for next year. Although did you see the video about Fields? And I know you like Fields, and I do too, of him playing wide receiver at practice this week.
He's just an athlete.
He's a great athlete, and I would utilize him. Now, I don't know if he wants to do that, and I don't know if you want to pay a guy whatever he's getting paid, $30 million or $25 million.
Is he getting paid a lot?
He's getting paid pretty good, I think. I know he got it more than the Steelers were willing to pay him. But I like to. It's just one of those things. It's like Buckeye quarterbacks are cursed in the NFL.
Well, and
they're just cursed. It goes way back to answer the phone. Answer the phone.
Thanks for calling the Pohl Position. This is your host, Josh Pohl.
Host. He's the host, and his last name is Pohl. That's what we have.
Okay, you want us to talk Buckeyes?
All
okay,
right.
Okay. Well, Julian Saint's the best quarterback in college football. Prove me wrong. I'm just saying.
Not only. Yeah, I have been waiting for Joey to bear. You know how when we do sports or even sometimes news, they stand in front of like a Bengal helmet. And it'll say at Pittsburgh, or it'll say like hot streak or something like that. I always like to have fun with it, and the Buckeyes with a picture of Julian, you just got to put just saying.
Yeah, no, I just said that.
Just saying. Yeah, but
just
you got to put that on the air. It just writes itself.
I mean, how bad is Wisconsin?
Awful.
Or
and
is
Luke
Ohio
Fickell,
State
I'll
that
say this
good?
for Wisconsin. First of all, I think Ohio State
I think they pumped the
you
brakes.
know me, I am
And
like.
you hate Ohio State.
No, I just think
You
they
hate
play
Ohio
weak.
State.
No, I don't. I think college football, now that these guys are making millions of dollars, Josh, we go through this every week. Say it one last time. This is no longer an amateur sport. These are millionaires.
Why are you getting all fired up?
Because
we're
going
to
to
have to powder your forehead because you're getting so.
I do need powder. Look at the shine on this thing. Look at that.
We have another viewer call.
Get the phone.
I'm going to let it ring a few times so they think
just
we're really
pick it
busy.
up. There's no, they can make them angry. Do you like to wait for people to answer? And in today's ADD society, they're never going to wait. Answer the phone.
Thanks for calling the Pohl Position. This is Josh Pohl. How may I direct your call? We're not giving money away, but you are caller 10.
Hang it up. Hang up the phone, Josh.
You want the Joey DiBaradino position?
No, there's not a show. It's Two Sports Overtime.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Preview. Get it right.
Man, we're blowing up. We may have to hire another worker for the Pohl Position to answer the phone lines.
Oh yeah, yes, I'm sure that would be the thing to do, Josh.
So, Wisconsin that bad, or
Wisconsin's that bad, and
it
I
looked
feel
like
bad
they were
for
playing
Luke
a
Fickell.
high school team.
But every
and the
week
stadium
is that
was
way for
stadium was empty,
and they're chanting "Fire Luke Fickell." I mean, he had it all in Cincinnati and got greedy. I don't want to say he deserved it, but, and he couldn't have possibly seen NIL doing what it did. And there's no way Wisconsin can compete financially.
No.
Although the administration at Wisconsin has fully backed Luke Fickell, even after the Buckeye loss.
Well,
and they said, but they also blamed the finances. We don't have the money. If you cannot pay players, you're not going to win. I don't care who you have.
Who else are they going
Nick
to get?
Saban could take over Wisconsin. If you got the same payroll, they're not going to win.
But Nick Saban's going to bring boosters that are going to be able to provide the money.
Yeah, well, that's true, but that's not. But my point is,
who's Wisconsin going to hire though?
Right, that's why they're keeping
it's
Fickell.
Like
he's a guy who was in the college football playoffs a few years ago.
It's like Dabo Sweeney, Clemson.
And he doesn't do NIL.
No, they just lost.
No, they stink. They've lost a bunch of times. Here's what Ohio State has next. Penn State, a team in complete and utter disarray.
Correct.
At home, they will destroy Penn. I don't think there's a team in the country even remotely close to how good the Buckeyes are. I normally complain because they say he plays an easy schedule, and as it turns out, they're going to play a schedule that doesn't have a single top 10 team in it.
I think Texas gets
Do you think
back.
they're going to end up in the top 10? No way.
If they win out.
No way.
They just beat number 6 Oklahoma 2 weeks ago.
We'll see.
And Arch Manning buzz. Illinois.
Buzz kill maybe. Arch Manning stinks. He needs another year to ferment. Then they go to Purdue. Poor Brian Davis, but that'll be like the Wisconsin
Hang on, real
game.
quick, back to the West. Do you think the Buckeyes pump the brakes, not to.
I agree. No, I think.
I mean,
so.
it was 17-0.
think
You
they-
blinked, and then they scored another touchdown.
They won 34-0, but they knew defensively Wisconsin wasn't going to score, and there's a respect there. I mean, there is a certain.
They made
I mean,
me
it's not
lose
like-
my parlay.
Well, because that's what they do.
Ryan Day, please call me
Because of degenerates like you put money on college athletes and
Ryan Day, please call the Pohl Position, 1-800-POL
He's
Position.
not calling you, and that's not a valid number, folks. Ohio
You don't know
State
that.
will then host UCLA, who's fired their coach. So Ohio State has 2 games against teams that have fired their coach. They will then host Rutgers, who is awful, 3-4, and then get the phone, Josh. Yes. Who's on the phone? Answer the phone.
Thanks for calling the Pohl Position. Hey, Mark, how are you doing?
Mark who?
Mark Allen.
That's not Mark Allen.
It's really
That's
not.
not Mark Allen. No.
It's Billy from Beaver Creek.
Hang up. He calls all the time. Hang up.
Okay, Billy.
We're done.
This
We're
isn't
getting
a
rid of that
radio
phone.
station.
I'm telling you that right. First of all, the phone is completely outdated. It looks like the phone that my family used when I was in high school. Yes, look, I'm surprised it's not rotary. That thing, look how ridiculous that is.
I think it used to be white.
This is what people use to, Matt, put a little of that on there. This is what people use. Give me the shot. There it is. All right, that's me and that's my grandkids. Yeah, see that? That's my cute grandkids.
Yeah, but if I was getting robbed on the street, this has
no
some
one's
weight
taking that. No one on planet Earth
because
is
I
taking
could
that
fight.
stupid
I could
phone.
fight with it.
Okay, that's the one thing on planet Earth you will not have to
It
fight.
just disconnected.
Good.
Sorry,
Let's
callers.
keep it. Can we talk about? Okay, so nobody, and I mean nobody, will give Ohio State a game this year. At Michigan. If Ryan Day,
I'm telling you what, I told you
think this
what's
year's
gonna
team's
happen.
way better than last year's
I told
team.
you, and they drafted 9
Sayan
people.
is a way better. He's the best quarterback they've had, and I can't remember.
He lost Michigan. I said he'd win the national championship and then lose again to Michigan. And guess what happens? He makes the playoffs again and wins again, and nobody cares.
This year, I think there is nobody. You watch you thought LSU might be good. They stink. You thought Texas might be good. They stink.
I mean,
you
is
thought
Indiana
Miami might be good? And
is Indiana the number 2 team?
I don't know, but all I know is this run and Penn State fight. He's from Pennsylvania.
He just signed a new deal.
$93 million.
Yeah, he's not going to
$92.8
Penn
million.
State.
So
I don't know who's
staying
Penn
put.
State going to get. If I were them, I'd go after Brian Hartline or Patricia.
I would not go with Patricia because he was a complete failure with the Lions.
He's not at Ohio State.
Do
you think Ohio State would be?
It doesn't matter. He was a great defensive coordinator. He won a bunch of Super Bowls.
Do you think he would
got
be?
the keys to the car in Detroit and crashed and burned.
Do you think he's
Is
better?
Joey DeBarradino in here?
Do you think he's better?
Joey, come here.
Do you think he's better than
we have
what's
someone who actually has information on this. Come here. Matt Patricia. You were old enough to remember Joey DeBarradino, a Detroit native and lifelong Lions fan. How good would you say Matt Patricia was as a head football coach? Awful.
He was probably the worst NFL coach at that time.
Which is history, and that's tough to be in Detroit.
Probably almost tanked the entire franchise and fans permanently.
Okay,
Right?
hang on.
And you want that guy coaching Penn State.
Hang on. How did
want.
Nick Saban do in the NFL?
He crashed and burned.
How did Urban Meyer do in the
Crashed
NFL?
and burned worse. But so did Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia didn't coach in college.
Okay, Joey D, do you think Matt Patricia would be a good coach for the Penn State Nittany Lions?
I don't think he's a head coach.
How about
Some guys
Brian
are just
Hartline?
Yes, good. I like him. He's a hot candidate.
Be the top guy.
Yeah. I would say this about Hartline. Wouldn't he be smarter, though, to maybe go to UCLA or somewhere?
Why would he leave Ohio State? He's getting the best recruits. He has no pressure, and he just has
And
the
they
best
win every
quarterback.
year.
Yeah, I
And they
mean,
win every
why
year.
would you go somewhere else?
That better be a good buy. Is that our phone ringing? What is that?
Yeah.
Answer it. Thank you, Joey D. Who agreed?
Heater? Ego. Hang on.
Ooh, ego. This
Thanks
is
for
it. We're
calling the
running
Pohl
out of-
Position. This is Jack Pohl. How may I
That's
direct
not
you?
Jack Pohl.
Oh, you like Joey DeBarradino.
Yeah. Okay, that's his girlfriend calling. Or his
Okay.
mom.
Mrs.
Thankfully,
DeBarradino.
hang it up. I thought you said it was disconnected.
I'll
What
let you
happened to
know.
that?
I'll let Mrs.
I'd like to
DeBarradino.
disconnect that phone permanently.
Okay, thank you. Joey, Mom loves you.
All right. That's it for the Poll Position. We're hanging up this edition of the Poll Position. Disconnect the line, folks. We'll see you next week.